Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback.
Let's go now. 8, read. 55. Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. They run. Devontae Freeman. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line. Down, 18, Gator.
From the gun, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, ball. Watch 98. Smooth. Silver. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. He's scared.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there at 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Off-play action, Lawrence, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Trubisky. And got his his man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 37. Check 37.
Blue. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3 on second down. Connor looking for space. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Johnson's got it complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lawrence. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go. 50, plant. Bravo.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go. One
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Kill.
X3, 218, chopper. 6 guys. Alert, 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 alert.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Move. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch the run.
6-6, bullet high.
Watch 98. Watch 98.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Lock in.
17-yard line.
No. Me.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike. Rip left. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Hey, check. Alert.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
From the 17, Trubisky. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Lawrence. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 2nd and 9 now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd? And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Red, red,
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Bound to lose 1.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. On 1st down, Dobbins. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards on the ground. so he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Check 50, check 50. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Alert, 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 alert.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Got it. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
I don't even know why this team showed up. 60 to go.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Washington's got it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Alert, 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 alert.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Man, let's get that ball. Ran, go. Check your hot read. Check.
Now Trubisky on third and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vince Williams. Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Okay, ready?
All day, every day.
On first down, Connor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flushed out right. Ebron's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 60 or. I got it. Ready?
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's got some space here. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Solomon Thomas picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Slam, slam, slam.
Alert, 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 alert. Blue, blue. Hey, exit.
Watch 98, watch 98.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Red, alert, 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 alert.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Here's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Off play action, Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And
you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
X3, 218, chop.
98 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Alert, 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 alert.
198, watch 98 to
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout